Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Dive Phase. About to get into this grade 2 review, it's my terrible Rocky impression. Won't be the last you hear of it throughout this review, so just a heads up. But yeah, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to get into the Creed 2 review. I just got done watching it. This is one of my most anticipated sequels. And right off the bat, give you my initial thoughts without spoiling anything first. We're going to dive into spoilers. Screw it, in the 2-minute mark, so you've been warned, okay? Yeah, I loved it. I love this movie. Now, I know I've been seeing some reviews. Everyone's getting into the technical aspect, saying that, well, the first one had that one-shot take, and I do admit, yeah, we don't see none of that, camera craftsmanship that we saw in the first Creed short, but you know what? This film just did so much more for me. It was a lot more personal, a lot more darker. It was rich in story, a lot more emotional depth with the characters, with Adonis, with Rocky, and they did a fantastic job. What's his name? Stephen Cable Jr., I believe his name is. Uh, I'm gonna say, yeah. That guy. Oh my God, outstanding directing by him. Because I was completely blown away. It exceeded my expectations and more. And dare I say, I love the sequel more than the first Creed. And I love the Creed. First, can't even talk, guys. This movie just has me completely flabbergasted. Like seriously, it was that good. I keep thinking about it. I'm just so pumped. I want to go lift weights, even though I haven't done that in a while. Probably be a good idea to do so. But you feel that motivation, you feel that inspiration, and yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. Boom, 10 out of 10. Go see Creed 2. It's so damn good. Don't listen to all these people saying, oh well, the technical aspects. Fuck all that. Okay, the movie wow you. It was a story damn good where the characters rich and where there's so much emotional depth. Was the acting so damn good? Yes. Checklist on everything, guys. It's fucking awesome. It's so good. It got me pumped. I was cheering. I was crying. It's so many emotions. So many emotions. Seriously, guys. Go watch Creed 2. There it is. My non-spoiler review in a nutshell. Boom. I want to get into the spoilers. Fuck it. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, the first Creed was outstanding. What they did, they reinvented the franchise in a sense and breathed new life into it by taking it in a brand new direction, which I really appreciated that they did that, focusing on Creed's son, and that was just so fascinating. And this sequel could have gone down the slope real quick, but it never did. It actually worked, and it added so much more. Having the Dragos integrated into the Creed storyline, and yeah, who would have thought they took what was known as the silliest, most guilty pleasure Rocky film, Rocky 4, where Rocky scales a fucking mountain. It's so silly and cheesy, but you love it nonetheless. It took that ludicrous premise of Rocky going to Russia, beating the living shit out of this Soviet Union, Russian Terminator, son of a bitch, ending the Cold War, just punching communists in the face. Like, fuck yeah. This is like the most pro-America, fuck yeah movie you'll ever watch. It took that concept, guys. It took that and brought it down to our level and gave us one of the best sequels. Like, what? What? That is just beyond me. That is such an achievement, an accomplishment. And they can do that. They were able to do that. Oh my God. I love this movie, guys. It was perfect. It really blew me away. What they did with the Dragos, Adonis's progression, what this fight really meant for him. You really got into his psyche. They really saw, why it meant so much to him. And then Rocky as well, just fucking Sylvester Stallone. Why did he get the Oscar? Fuck the Academy Awards. Fuck, I hate the Oscars. This is why you know what? I'll never be a critic. I don't give a shit because I know a good story when I see one, and this was a great fucking story. I don't give a damn. Technical checklist aside, with oh well, the camera, yeah, sure, it could have been maybe shot better, done some more one long take shots. Yes, of course, it could have used a little bit more fights, but you know what? I was so invested in this fight more so than the fight in Creed 1, where he fought that Irish dude, you know, like that discount Conor McGregor son of a bitch. Hey, you want to go 1-on-1 with me, man? Like, nah. I'm a fucking legend. I will knock you out. That guy, the forgettable heavyweight champ that he fought. That like he might as well have just fought me. Like at the end of that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So this movie did so much more with Drago's son Victor. A fantastic performance by Dolph Lundgren, reprising his role as Ivan Drago, and Victor Drago. The guy who played his son, he's a real life boxer. He's new to the game, but he did a fantastic job conveying his emotions. They weren't just like these paper thin, one dimensional fucking bad guys with twirling their mustaches and marching to the Soviet fucking Union theme. Like, no, they weren't like that. And that's what I loved about this movie. It took all that and just flipped it on our heads. Like, no, I mean, not to forget Rocky 4, but like it is what it is. You love or hate it. I say skip. The entire Rocky franchise montage that is just so fucking random in Rocky 4. Skip all that and that stupid robot in the mansion, all that stupid shit, and you go to what it is, like Rocky versus Drago, and you'll have fun. It's a disposable, fun, dumb, like sports action parody, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but they took that ludicrous premise and they gave us this, and it's fucking amazing that they did. I loved it. It worked. Oh my god. I actually wanted to see more from the Dragos. That's just a minor nitpick because I was so in it, guys. I was so invested. More so, and let me tell you something. Adonis's relationship with Bianca, Tessa Thompson, I love her. Oh god, please marry me, Tessa Thompson. That will never happen. Anyway, but yeah, yeah, their relationship is one of the best parts. Like, I can see people saying, "Oh, well, this kind of drag." There was really not that much fights and whatever. And oh, it's melodramatic. Blah, 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 blah. I don't give a shit. The drama worked. It was rich. It was so damn good. You really felt for these characters. You got such so much emotions from them. Like, man, Michael B. Jordan is a force to be reckoned with. He's one of the best young actors working today. He just fucking commits to this role, guys. Sorry, I'm just like real pumped after watching this movie. I just want to go into the cinema and just drag a punch everybody and get knocked out and then wake up and go watch it again. Yeah, all that. But okay, let's start in the beginning. Let me calm the fuck down, all right? Because I'm just so hyped. Let's start in the beginning. I love the opening sequence, the opening shot. You see them in Ukraine, and you see Ivan Drago, and his son Victor Drago. Yeah, and they're just living in poverty. They're just, he's just doing kind of what Adonis did in the first Creed. So that was a nice callback, where Adonis was doing those fights in Mexico, where Victor is doing all these fights in Ukraine, off the grid, off the books, just raw, fights. And yeah, you can see they've been doing this for a while. They've been training. I love that cold opening. It was so effective. It really drew us in. And I love that they shifted the focus for a little bit in the beginning with the Dragos because it's very essential. And again, like this could have easily gone downhill. They could have easily just been like, well, fuck it, we'll just have him do the same thing. And be like, I must break you. And then him and Rocky have a street fight, like in Rocky 5, a tag team match, tables, ladders, and chairs. They could have gone down the silly, stupid ass route like that, but they never did. They kept it very grounded, very focused, very real, and they had so much depth to them. Like, I bought that Victor was Ivan's son, like, and that father and son relationship. There was so much distance, so much strain there, but I don't know if it was respect or out of fear or what it was. But damn, there was moments that just gave me chills where they would just look at each other, and it's like they have an understanding like that this is what they have to do. They have to do this. They have to go to the U.S. and take back what's theirs. You know, what's taken from Ivan from Rocky, and god damn, it was just so fucking good. Sorry. Okay, so we jump in with Adonis winning the championship belt against Danny the Stuntman Wheeler, which is great. I'm glad they brought that guy back because that guy seemed more of a formidable opponent, sorry, than Conor McGregor, you know, Jr. I don't even remember that fucking guy. Like what that guy's name was. That's what I'm saying. Like that fight, it was good. You know, it had a lot of heart. You know, but yeah, he was just forgettable. Not like Victor Drago here, but yeah, he wins, and I love that Bianca tells she signs, and I love that they kept that in. You know, they don't forget about she has that hearing impairment, and she has to wear the hearing aids. So she knows signs, so she tells him that you have to take a shit again because of that scene in Creed 1 where he was like, "Yo, look, I gotta take a shit right now. Come on, unloose my gloves," you know, because you're so nervous. Yeah, like you know, little moments like that. And then Rocky visiting Adrian, yo, you know what I'm saying? It was a cold day. Hey, Paulie, how you doing? You know, just oh my God, why did Sly get his Oscar? Fuck the Academy, sorry. Fuck the Academy. You know, Sylvester Stallone is just so damn good. He's such a fucking legend. Oh my God, he's so good, and I love that he had his own little story arc with his son, and they brought him back. They brought his son back. You know, they brought all these people back. They even brought Ivan Drago's mistress. I mean, his mistress, his girlfriend. You know, Flavor Flav's, yeah, girlfriend. What was that actress's name? Holy crap! Yeah, but they brought her back. That was amazing. It just blew my mind. And they brought these side characters back, but they served their importance to the story, and they were relevant. They weren't just shoehorned in like, oh, you remember this person? You remember this woman? Like, no, it served the purpose to the story. That's why it's so fucking good. Anyway, yeah. So you get this like you know sleazy, you know scummy one of these boxing promoters. You know like these Don King son of a bitch you know, scheming. He's a schemer. He goes to Ukraine. He sets up the whole, you know, Drago versus Creed, like hyping that shit up. And they did come to Philly, which is crazy. And I love that shot of Ivan and Ivan and Victor on the Philadelphia steps, and he's just looking, just in disgust, like, what has America become? Look at this. It should be a statue of me, Drago. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. I love that. And you know, it's just like they came in, they're like, yeah, we're fucking taking over this. Yeah, I love that so much. Um, yeah, and then that meeting with Rocky in his restaurant, Adrian's restaurant, is so touching. You know, Rocky's like, hey, yo, is that you? What you doing here? And, you know, Ivan's just like, yeah, I'm just here to dismantle, you know, Apollo's legacy. Like he's and it's so understandable. It's so fucking understandable that they would come back and this they need this because you know he feels like a disgrace to Russia. You know his wife left him. Everybody just forgot about him. He wasn't in the history books. And he even said he's like, I like all these pictures, no picture of me. He's like, no, no picture of you because that never happened. Remember? The Rocky Four, well, Rocky Five never happened, but Rocky Four did happen. But we, you know, we're not gonna talk about that. You know, so yeah, man, I love the back and forth. It really could have just gone into fan service, and it wasn't. Never felt like that. Never. To me, it didn't. Like I remember seeing online there was supposedly a scene where Rocky and Drago, Ivan, they get in like a scuffle at the hospital, and I was like, oh no, what the fuck is that really gonna happen? I mean, sure, I would have been like, hell yeah, but would it really have fit into the story? Would it? Not really. It just would have been fan service. That's what I'm saying. They didn't put that scene in. So kudos to the director again. You know what? I don't want to mess up his name. Stephen Capel Jr. from Cleveland. I believe that's what his name is. I'm gonna look it up right now, guys. But man, he did a phenomenal job I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Shit, where's this guy's name? But yeah, he did a phenomenal job. Like him being a fresh new director really impressed me. I was just satisfied with what they did with the Rocky Four storyline and how they integrated that in here. It's just Stephen Cable Jr. Yes, that's the director's name. Um, Sorry, my mind went blank. I can't for the life of me remember Black Panther's director. I don't know. Ryan Coogler. There it is. Boom. I just had to think about Black Panther. But yeah, Ryan Coogler. I was worried that he wasn't coming back. I was like, oh no, 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 no. But Stephen Cable Jr. What? Yo, shout out to him. He did an amazing job with this story. Like that he was given, just amazing. And when Creed agrees to fight Victor Drago, man, oh man, just when that fight goes down, it's so brutal. It's very reminiscent of how his dad went out. I was so worried. I was white knuckling, so nervous for Adonis. I was like, holy shit, is he gonna put him in a fucking coma? What is he gonna do? You know, breaking his ribs, rupturing his kidney, just dismantling him. You know, just completely dismantling um Creed, just damn, Adonis, just, he was weighing over his head. And I love that conversation with him and Rocky, where Rocky was like, hey, I don't want to do this, kid. And, another, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, I can't do it chronologically because I'm just so excited to be talking about this with you guys. Haven't done a movie review in a while, so cut me some slack. Anyway, I love that scene going back with Adonis and Rocky, where Rocky's just telling him like what are you fighting for? What is it that you're fighting for? You don't even know. Why are you doing this? You got so much to lose. He has nothing to lose, and him saying, "Oh, he broke things in me, and they're fixed, kid." It just rings so true to Rocky Balboa's character because we know what went down in Rocky Four, and I love that. I love that they don't treat that as this silly ridiculous sequel as that was. Like it had a lot of lasting ramifications, kind of like traumatic stress in a sense, because of that. uh, so yeah, this is a great sequel. So it's a great sequel not only to Creed but to Rocky 4 as well. Man. And again, Adonis and Bianca, I love them. One of the best movie couples I've seen. I bought their chemistry. Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, they should really hook up in real life and make as much babies as they want. That's how good their chemistry was. It was beautiful. They made such a great team. Like when he proposed to her, it was so sweet. I love those scenes. I was never bored. Those scenes between them, I looked forward to them. I was like, yes, more, Adonis and Bianca, sharing these moments. It just felt so natural and organic and just so good. Also with his stepmom as well. And I love that scene when they're having dinner and he wants to tell her that he took the fight, but she guesses something else. She goes, "Oh, you're glowing. Are you expecting?" And it's kind of funny. Some mothers couldn't pick up on that. Believe it or not. Like they can tell, like, "Oh, there's something about you, girl. I feel like you glowing. Is there a bun in the oven?" And she was right. And I love all the drama, the melodrama, whatever. I loved it. Okay, I was in it. It drew me closer to these characters. It was just so personal with the baby, them worrying about if her hearing impairment is going to be hereditary, is going to be passed on to the baby, then giving the baby the test. It was heartbreaking to watch. Adonis again, um, pushing away Rocky. He always does. He has that, what is it, like the self-defense mechanism where he gets just so full of anger and he just starts pushing the people that care about him so much, like Rocky, away. And it's just so heartbreaking. Like when he got knocked the fuck out by Ivan Drago, which was messed up. I mean, and you know what? It's so funny. People say like, "Oh, this is predictable." Like what? What? This is how I predicted it was gonna be. That um, Adonis was gonna lose that fight, but he didn't. It was Ivan. Yvonne, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Victor on a technicality on being disqualified because he gave him that cheap shot. I didn't call that. I didn't see that coming. I seriously thought because they were having the match early, it was going to go down that cliche, predictable route where Victor was gonna knock him out, win the belt, be the champ, and then the rest of the movie is gonna be, Adonis having to work up the courage, get Rocky back, get the six pack going again, eight pack, whatever, and hit the gym, hit the bags, and train hard. And we're gonna see another great training montage, all that, and that does happen. But I'm saying, in that first fight, it was because of the disqualification, and he still remains the champ. I did not see that coming. And I like that choice. I like that storytelling choice. They did that, because now it's like everyone feels like, oh yeah, so Adonis, are you gonna give Victor another rematch, shot at the title? So everything's riding on him. So of course, he's gonna feel like, yeah, I have to. I have no choice because like everyone's gonna think that he's just scared. Like, after that, he don't want to get in the ring with him. So I love that they did that. I love they took that direction. It was great. Um, Rocky's whole bit with trying to reconnect with his son. I love that they brought him back in the end. And then that scene when Yvonne and Victor are at the dinner table. In comes his mom, and Victor's just like such resentment to her because she just bailed on him, and now because he may have a shot at the title, he may bring their name back to the forefront, the Drago family name to the forefront in boxing. She's like, oh, all's forgiven, and you really understood. I really felt for Victor in that moment where he storms out of the dinner. He's like talking to his dad in Russian, like, all these people left, and now what? They just coming back into our lives all of a sudden, we don't need them, like I totally got that. And I love what they did with the drugs. Like I said, Dolph Lundgren was so good. He was so good. Like, wow, like he wasn't just this mean old like dad just abuse his son, like, get out there, kid, or I want you to run 20 miles, like he wasn't like that at all. I mean, he pushed him to the brink, yeah, but towards the end, I just, man, there was a lot of emotional moments. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. Man, tears. Just like I felt those emotions like in Warrior with Creed 2, believe it or not. And I love the training montage, how Rocky takes Adonis to the fucking desert in the middle of nowhere. He gives him a sledgehammer, get to work, Adonis, get to work. I love that. Yeah, I love that. It's so damn good. And you got Victor training back in Russia, knocking out all these dudes. Kind of a callback to the training montage in Rocky 4. But, we didn't get like Adonis. We didn't get Adonis going to the fucking Grand Canyon and yelling, Drago! Hey, yo, Drago! But if that did happen, I don't think I would have complained. But anyway, um, like I said, they took this story so serious and it worked for me. Then we get the rematch. It's so good. It's just so believable. Adonis is back. He's ready for this. He's bobbing and weaving, pulling the Mayweather and the little Pacquiao punches. It's so fucking believable because he's been working on his agility, his endurance, just to stay in the game, stay focused. Don't let this, the mountain from Game of Thrones, Russian Gigantor just pummel you. Just bob and weave. Yeah, and I love that. It was so believable. I believe it. I bought it. Michael B. Jordan was ripped enough. He could do it. If he believed in it, it was so inspirational. Fucking loved it. And it was so emotional when he won. Bianca embracing him. Rocky, yo, fist bump. You did it, Adonis. You did it, And then I love that moment, when Victor's upset and he can't accept defeat. So he's like, no. And Yvonne was the one that threw in the towel. I fucking love that. I was already in tears. I was in I was in tears, guys. I love that. Such a great emotional touch. Like I said, this movie has so much heart. Oh my god. Like, I felt for them. I felt for the Dragos, They weren't, like I said, they weren't one-dimensional villains at all. You understood where they were coming from. And then, like, the emotion in Dolph Lundgren's eyes. Great acting, where he just kind of wanted to embrace him, tell him it's okay. Like he got it right there. He understood. Like it's not all about winning, you know. It's not all about that. He just needed his dad, you know. He just needed his dad, man. It just broke my heart, you know, because yeah, and so good. This movie is a 10 out of 10. Okay, so fucking good. I want to go watch it right away. It's gonna make my top 5 by the end of the year. You know, I've seen all these reviews like it's 78% of Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck them. Okay. This was fantastic. I loved every minute of it. Creed 2 was one of the best sequels I've seen. It was awesome. Definitely go watch it, or if you've seen it already, go rewatch it. And oh, wait. I love the Rocky theme. When the Rocky theme started playing, yo, let's go. Let's bring this home. Let's go the distance. I was so pumped. The audience was cheering like then. Like you felt that. You felt it. Like it was so good. And the way it wraps up, Adonis visiting Apollo's grave was such a touching, fitting end. And then Rocky reconciling with his son, meeting his grandson, touching moment. Oh my god, I loved it. They just knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out with Creed 2. And you know what? I don't think I want a Creed 3. It just ended so perfectly. I just don't want them to really fuck it up and take like a Mr. T Jr. route. What the fuck? Like, what else are they gonna tell? Like, they can't. They can't. They did a good enough job as taking Rocky 4, taking that, integrating it here, and just knocking it out of the park. So yeah, don't make a Creed 3. I'm good. Creed 1, Creed 2 are just outstanding movies. 10 out of 10 movies. I loved it. Yeah, so post your comments, guys. Let me know what you think about Creed Numero Dos. Did you like it? Did you love it? You know, did you think, mediocre? You know, because of the technical aspects weren't fulfilling. I understand, but you know, me personally, I loved it. It's about the emotion, the story, and the characters, and the performances, the acting. Michael B. Jordan is just so damn good. So is Sly. So is everyone in this movie. Yeah, post your comments. Let me know. If you're finding my channel for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like if you want. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hey, yo.